Hello. How is everyone this morning? I just gotta bring up YouTube real quick so I can get some, so I can get the NASA stream going. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm just going to, oh gosh, okay. Gotta find, here we go. NASA, and then bring up this one. That. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. I just need to bring. Oh, which one? Here we go. Okay. Okay, so we can start listening in here for a second while I get some more stuff ready.
Before fueling on the Falcon 9 rocket can begin, so we are about just under 4 minutes away from that milestone. But again, we were saying the propulsion system. Oh, there's a shot of the space station. There it is.
Yeah. Everybody wave.
They're waving. I think they're watching right now. So
they are. You know they are.
Yeah, guys,
Hi.
we see you. So that's super cool. But yeah, the abort system, it's been improved by about 10%. That's the Super Draco thrusters. There's 8 of them built directly into the Crew Dragon, and so that actually allowed for a wider margin in terms of wind speeds. So there's great opportunities for launch, but weather not looking like much of a concern at all today. In fact, last we heard there's less than 5% chance of violation, so more than 95% go conditions, which is great.
Yeah, it's pretty rare for launches from here.
And that launch escape system, how that works is once the fueling begins at T-minus 35 minutes, if there's any kind of emergency, Crew Dragon can launch itself off the top of the Falcon 9 rocket, and then it would splash down under parachutes off the coast in the Atlantic, and we have rescue teams pre-positioned in the event of an emergency. If that happens, which is highly unlikely, but it's something the NASA and SpaceX and Department of Defense teams practice for extensively. That launch escape system is also equipped to perform an abort after liftoff. We would call that an in-flight launch escape, and that can happen at any point throughout the ascent trajectory.
Yeah, we actually tested this launch escape system in multiple ways. We performed a pad abort test where a Dragon capsule was on the pad and simulated an abort where it took off like a rocket like you've never seen and deployed parachutes and splashed down in the Atlantic Ocean. We also conducted an in-flight abort test, which was incredible to witness. I mean, it was a test unlike any other that we'd performed before, and where we launched a Falcon 9 rocket with Dragon on top, and 100 seconds into flight, simulated an anomaly. Dragon took off and deployed parachutes, splashed down, and so this is a system that we have tested, but never expect to utilize. Once again, the booster that you're looking at now, if you're wondering why it looks a little dirty, that is actually soot that was left from re-entry after its last mission. This particular booster supported the Crew 1 mission very recently, and we can see a photo of our Crew 2 astronauts. Actually, they're holding up their fingers because they have soot. They signed their initials, their names, into the soot there in the background. So I've said before, I love the human spaceflight traditions that we have, and I think it's a new one, Tracy. You said it earlier.
Yeah, we never got to draw on the shuttle before, so this is kind of cool. Thomas, they were answering questions about it, and he started to say we carved our initials. And he quickly stopped himself. No, we didn't carve anything in the Falcon 9. We traced our initials in the side of the rocket, and so you could see closely in that photo. If you look, you can see the initials of each astronaut. So that's really cool and something that we look forward to seeing on future reused boosters. This one is set to land.
Load has started.
Okay, we just heard confirmation that fueling has begun on Falcon 9 rocket. And this first stage booster is set to land on a Spacex drone ship at sea after liftoff. We are now at T-minus 34 minutes, 30 seconds and counting for Crew Dragon's third launch to astronauts and first for 2021. Today begins the next 6-month rotation mission to the International Space Station. The launch escape system is armed, which happened just before fueling began at T-minus 35 minutes. The Dragon capsule was loaded with propellants about a week and a half ago, just a few miles down the road at what we call Dragon Land. And in order to fly, Dragon needs a fuel and an oxidizer. And Kate, I'll let you talk more about the fuel.
Yeah, so for that fuel, we use monomethylhydrazine, or MH, and nitrogen tetroxide, or NTO, for the oxidizer. Together, these two propellants feed the Draco engines that maneuver Dragon on orbit, as well as the 8 Super Draco engines that would power the launch escape system in an abort scenario.
And again, now that the fueling is underway on Falcon 9, that means the 8 Super Draco engines built directly into Crew Dragon are ready, if needed, to launch the capsule off of the Falcon 9 rocket in an instant should there be any kind of emergency associated with the rocket.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. So, right now, shoot. Okay. So we had first stage fuel tank is just about under 10% full. By the way, guys, if I sound a little stuffy right now, like like I like in the springtime usually, like I'll get some allergies, and so if I sound stuffy, that's why. Um, so a little later, I was just trying to get something. Okay, so
Ground operations teams are doing a series of system checks to make sure both Dragon and Falcon 9 are ready for launch. You're looking at a live view of our teams at the Cape as they prepare for liftoff. As we wait for the launch clock to hit 0, we wanted to give you an overview of what the ascent portion of the mission will look like.
Once we hit T0 and a successful launch occurs, we will watch Falcon 9 and Dragon lift off from historic launch pad 39A and make their ascent.
About 50 seconds into the flight, Falcon 9 engines will throttle up to help pass through the period of maximum dynamic pressure on the rocket, or what we typically refer to as max Q. It's worth noting that once we hit max Q, the vehicle will be going supersonic.
Once we are through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, we can throttle up our 9 Merlin engines again. And from there, about 2.5 minutes into flight, we have a series of 3 events that will happen in rapid succession.
First is MECO, or main engine cutoff. This is where all 9 Merlin 1D engines shut off in preparation for stage separation, which is our second event. This is where the first stage detaches from the second stage, with the first stage making its way back to Earth for landing as the second stage continues on its journey with the third event. SES-1, or second stage engine start number 1, is where the MVAC engine lights up and propels the second stage along with our crew 2 astronauts to orbit.
As Stage 2 heads towards its targeted drop-off orbit, Stage 1 will execute 2 burns in order to make its way back to Earth. The first is the entry burn, where 3 of the 9 M1D engines will ignite and then shut down. This helps to slow stage down in preparation for entry back into the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere.
While the first stage is heading back to Earth, the second stage will cut off its 1 Merlin engine that was ignited right after stage separation. Once this happens, we'll wait for confirmation of a good orbital insertion.
About 90 seconds after Dragon gets into orbit, Falcon 9 will land back on Earth. The landing burn is just a single engine burn, powerful enough to bring the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on the ship about 9.5 minutes into the mission.
While Falcon 9 first stage is landing, Dragon is preparing to separate from the second stage. At about 3 minutes after the second stage gets into orbit, we should have a great view of Dragon with its 4-person crew drifting away from the second stage. Once Dragon is a short distance away, it will begin checking out its Draco maneuvering thrusters to make sure Dragon continues to increase separation distance from the second stage. It's worth noting that these are not the Super Draco engines that would be used during an abort scenario.
About 40 seconds after separation, Dragon's nose cone deploy sequence will begin. It will take roughly 4 minutes for the nose cone hooks to unlatch and open, exposing its guidance navigation controls, or what we call GNC, that will help Dragon autonomously fly to the space station.
And lastly, once the nose cone is deployed, the remaining Draco thrusters on the forward bulkhead will be checked. From there, over the next 23 plus hours, Dragon will be in its rendezvous and approach phases, undergoing a number of phasing burns as it makes its way to station. All of that will be coming up soon. For now, let's check back in with Courtney in Mission Control Houston. Courtney.
Thanks, Gary. The space station team here in Houston is focused, and the critical systems on the station continue to function normally. Needs to verify the connection path from the ground through our constellation of communication satellites to the station. Everything is nominal, and the station will be ready to receive Dragon tomorrow. Once the crew arrives at the station, they'll join Expedition 65. While on board, their official designation will be flight engineers, except for Jack says Aki Hoshide, who will take command of the space station from NASA Shannon Walker just before Crew 1 comes home. He'll be the station commander until the fall, when he'll hand the reins to European Space Agency Thomas Pasquet for the final part of their mission. Flight Director Paul Kanya is on console now, leading flight controllers in Houston for launch, and Flight Director Scott Stover will lead teams for docking tomorrow. Just a reminder that launch today will take about 23.5 hours to get to the station, with a docking to the No. 2 for abort scheduled tomorrow at 4:10 a.m. Central. Once Dragon is docked To the station, the team here in Houston will assist Dragon and space station astronauts with leak checks as they will work to open hatches on both Dragon and the inside of the station's pressurized mating adapter. We expect hatch open to take place approximately 2 hours after docking. That's it for us here in Mission Control Houston. I'll send it back over to the team in Florida. Marie?
All right, thanks, Courtney. You're looking live at the Falcon 9 rocket and SpaceX Crew Dragon, and we can see liquid oxygen venting off the rocket. That is normal and expected. It is now T-minus 23 minutes, 50 seconds and counting from the third astronaut launch from U.S. soil in the past year, and the first with 2 international partners aboard. Commander Shane Kimbrough, pilot Megan MacArthur, and mission specialist Thomas Pesquet and Aki Hoshide are strapped into their seats inside the Crew Dragon Endeavour. On top, there's an inside view. We can see them live as the Falcon 9 rocket fueling operation is well underway now. The launch escape system is armed. That means the Crew Dragon is prepared to launch itself away from the Falcon 9 rocket in case of an emergency on the pad or after liftoff. So far, operations look and sound as expected, and we are counting down to liftoff at 5:49 Eastern Time.
This mission is a continuation of rotational crew flights to the International Space Station from U.S. soil on private rockets and spacecraft. Flights wouldn't have been possible without the success of the NASA's private rockets and spacecraft. Flights wouldn't have been possible without the success of the NASA's private rockets and spacecraft. Flights wouldn't have been possible without the success of the NASA's return to Earth shortly after Crew 2 arrived at the station.
The first time we'll see 2 Crew Dragons docked to the space station at the same time. Crew 1's Resilience and Crew 2's Endeavour is on the launch pad right now at the same time. Crew 1.
With the arrival of the Crew 2 team, I believe shadowing the head count on station to 11 people, and shadowing the head count on station to 11 people, and shadowing the head count on station to 11 people, shadowing the head count on station to 11 people, shadowing the head count on station to 11 people, shadowing the head count on station to 11 people, shadowing the head count on my phone background right now. And it's just incredible. I love what phone that we get to share their perspective, and it's just from above.
Let's give you a quick recap of who the astronauts are sitting inside the capsule here in the foreground. Sitting closest to the front of your screen is Commander Shane Kimbrough. He is commanding the Crew Dragon Endeavour today, and he is a native of Texas, making his 3rd trip to space. The retired Army colonel first launched aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour on STS-126, then aboard a Russian Soyuz spacecraft for expeditions 49 and 50. Kimbrough has spent a total of 189 days in space and performed 6 spacewalks.
Pilot Megan MacArthur will be making her 2nd trip to space, but her first to the space station. She was born in Honolulu. But considers California her home state. MacArthur served as a mission specialist aboard Space Shuttle Atlantis on STS-125, the final servicing mission of the Hubble Space Telescope. She operated the shuttle's robotic arm over the course of 12 days and 21 hours, capturing the telescope and maneuvering the crew members throughout 5 spacewalks to lengthen the telescope's life.
And mission specialist Hoshide is embarking on his 3rd space flight today. JAXA astronaut from Tokyo previously flew on STS-124 aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery to deliver and install Japan's science laboratory Kibo today. And he also flew aboard the Russian Soyuz on editions 32 and 33 for a 124-day visit to the space station.
And in the far corner of your screen is mission specialist Thomas Pesquet. He will be making his second trip to space. Born in Rouen, France, Pesquet first flew to space on the Russian Soyuz as a flight engineer for expeditions 50 and 51. In that time, he worked on more than 50 different experiments and performed 2 spacewalks with Kimbrough to maintain the space station. He has logged 197 days in space. Pesquet will be the first European to fly in Crew Dragon, and it will be the first time a European astronaut has launched from America in more than a decade.
Each of these 4 crew members will join Expedition 65 once they arrive at the International Space Station, with Aki Yoshide taking over as commander of the station right before Crew 1 departs.
And as we're looking at a live view of the pad, again, fueling is underway. We heard a call out during those bio recaps that the RP1 load is complete on the second stage. And we have a really special treat if we could take a view of Bob Behnken's spacesuit. We have that in studio. That is the actual spacesuit worn by Bob Behnken during demo 2 test flight, and you can see a photo of his wife, Megan MacArthur, in the photo there, and she is sitting in the same spacecraft in the same seat that Bob did almost a year ago on the demo 2 mission. Megan is the pilot for this mission. There's a shot of Bob's spacesuit on the left and Bud Hurley's spacesuit on the right. This was a couple days ago during the pre-launch news conference. So again, looking live at the pad, Falcon 9 will have 1.7 million pounds of thrust at liftoff, and we've heard it sounds like a gorilla sitting on your chest. Would you say that's accurate, Tracy?
Yeah. I've never had actually a gorilla on my chest, but I imagine that one would be that heavy. The feeling that you have in your chest is pretty significant.
Once again, the white cloud that we see there is expected, totally normal. It's just the liquid oxygen vaporizing essentially as it comes into contact with this humid Florida air. As a point of reference, the liquid oxygen that we load on board Falcon 9 is super chill to help densify that liquid oxygen. When I say super chilled, I mean really, really cold. We're talking like negative 336 degrees. So, of course, whenever it comes into ambient air, it will turn into its gaseous state. Which
lock load has started.
Okay, there we just heard the call out that second stage lock load has just begun.
And so the mission teams that we've seen in control rooms from Kennedy Space Center to Houston to Hawthorne are all laser focused on keeping this crew safe from this point and all the way to the space station and back home in 6 months. We had a chance to ask about their mindset right now from a couple of their leaders.
There's a very delicate dance between the weather, normally the weather and the operations, and making sure all these complex systems are working correctly together. And what's really important is just how calmly, quietly, efficiently the team's working through every single one of those things.
Hi, everybody. So, pretty much right now, we have about T minus 15 minutes left until launch. I guess they're just kind of, talking about what they're gonna be doing. But stick around until a little later because there is a chance that I might maybe play a little KSP after a while here if there's 14 minutes left until the launch, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do that while I wait because right now they kind of talk about a lot about about like how they want to um what they're gonna be doing. So chat, tell me in chat about tell me in chat about if you want to tell me if you want to if you want me to play KSP for the 13 minutes that we have here. Um I so yeah, tell me in chat if you want me to. Um so yeah. Right now they're pretty much saying that we're about half full. We've had the about half full. Um, we're about half full for the first stage, and about T minus 2 minutes on the first stage. The liquid oxygen loading will ramp up, and gosh, I don't even know. Like right now, I'm trying to listen to what he's saying and then tell you, and that's kind of hard. So I'm just gonna say the important parts. So far it sounds like the all of the stuff is everything is go so far. The launch escape system is armed. Okay. So about T minus 5 minutes they're going to start the they're going at about T minus 5 minutes it's gonna switch over into internal power. Um and in about 1 minute they're gonna get the crew's gonna get the rest of their instructions. By the way, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments because like I don't have 100 comments coming by, so I can try to answer your questions as best as I can. But do you want me to but so quick quick little um survey. Does anyone want me to play KSP for now while we wait for the 10 minutes? Um, well, there's about 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't think I'll play KSP in the beginning. Probably a little later after launch. Okay, so displays are now configured for launch. We heard that call out just now. Okay, now they're saying their thank yous to everybody. Um, Also, if you want me to unmute it, that I can do that if you want me to. Just um tell me in the chat if you want me to. There they are, celebrating. So, I'm gonna check my audio settings real quick. Okay. So, right now, so they're they're kind of talking about like how they're gonna like chill the engines and load fuel and all that stuff. So, yeah. So right now they're just waiting to see the pre-valves come open and the chill begins. So the pre-valve, for anyone that's wondering, is basically it's basically like um okay, pre-valves came open. Pre-valve, if anyone is wondering, is um the stage what I was talking about, the pre-valves when they open, that's letting like fuel kind of like not into the engine, but it's like, well, almost like into the engine, but not like out the nozzle. But it's just letting it so that way it's ready for when they need to hit the go button. This is the longest stream that I've ever done. Ever. It's already been going for about 30 minutes. Here we have 5 minutes. So the next milestone will be for Dragon to transition for terminal count, which is when it'll be on internal power. And then after that, the propellant tanks will pressurize for strong back retract. And the strong back is that little white thing sitting next to it. It's kind of clamped around it right now. That's what has all the fuel lines and everything it's loading onto the Dragon capsule right now. Um, so so that's where everything is, and so it'll retract after a while, and some cables will get pulled out, and then once it launches, some cables are going to be pulled out too. Um, so okay, now they are pressurizing for strong back retract, and Dragon is now on internal power. So in just a bit here, they're going to be opening the clamp arms, which are the big things that are clamped around it, Um, and they're gonna open those up. You'll see that in just a little bit here. Okay, there they go. They're opening slowly. And then the strong back, now once they're open, will begin to kind of move away from the Falcon 9. That the view right now is the 5th service structure currently. That's the current view. And there, it kind of slowly moved back if you saw it closely. Slowly kind of moving back. And just for anyone wondering, all that clouds that you see, that's normal. It's not on fire. It's normal. It's it venting. Um, the liquid oxygen is so cold that when it kind of touches the air, like when you breathe in the winter, it's pretty much the dragon's version of breathing. So yeah.
We vent off that very cold gaseous oxygen, it'll merge with the warm, humid Florida air, and you'll get a large white plume of condensation off the back of the strong back. That'll be normal coming about a minute and a half before launch. Everything continuing to look good.
Okay, stage 2 locks loading complete. We just got that call out. Just wait a second. I'm not exactly sure. Okay. So now the Falcon 9 is fully fueled. Both stages are filled with liquid oxygen. So pretty much, here's what happens. So this is going to lift off. The rocket's going to lift off, and it's going to go up and just kind of slowly arc. It's going to slowly arc. That's called a gravity turn. And it's going to just kind of arc because it needs to get into low Earth orbit. Now, the little black things, for anyone who's new to SpaceX, the little black things that you see on there, that's all, those are landing legs. And if you're new to SpaceX, we have go for launch. If you're new to SpaceX, they're gonna land this thing. I'm not exactly sure yet if they're gonna do it on the pad or on their drone ship. But we have 30 seconds to go, so exciting. So now we're just gonna wait. And then after that second stage is gonna bring them into, I think, yeah, it's gonna pretty much almost finish orbit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, that's bright. Look at, there we go. It's eight engines on there flying up. So right now it's pitching downrange, which is pitching to get there. Oh, there we have from the vehicle assembly building at NASA. Nice. That really lights up the sky. Look at that. It's so cool. So throttle down of the it's 9 Merlin engines, excuse me. I said 8. There's one in the center and 8 on the outside, and they need to throttle down because of max Q as it's called, which is like the maximum amount of pressure that the vehicle will have during ascent, and so they can't not if they don't throttle down, it could possibly tear the this thing apart. And I know it kind of looks like it's on fire right now. It's not. It's fine. That's all fine. Now they're on second abort mode, which isn't aborting. They have it armed. That's pretty much all that they have. They're not aborting. They just have it armed. Um, and it kind of like it's like if you look closely, there's just like a thin pole, it almost seems. And that's actually the rocket. Once it gets high enough in the atmosphere, it kind of creates like a like a really like that as you see. Like the plumes are from the engine exhaust like kind of go out. It's pretty cool. And right now you're seeing a view of the first stage, through the first stage. And so what you see, the little black things, those are grid fins, which help it control its ascent. And then here we have a view from inside the fairing, the stage, um, which is just gonna kind of, there's the engine, there's the engine the vacuum engine, and separation. Got some claps and ignition. Um, and that red, that really red that it's pretty much white, um, that's normal. It's perfectly fine. It usually does that. Now, you'll see some puffs. That's ACS, attitude control thrusters, or RCS pretty much, which is just kind of like it controlling it. And now the grid fins are deployed. And yeah, those are pretty bright flashes when you look at it against black. So after it reaches apogee or its apoapsis, it's going to kind of start falling back down and landing on the drone ship. And right now, those thrusters are like pulsing them. They're just kind of, yeah, it's really noticeable against the black. Again, any questions you have can be put in the comments. And so pretty much now for the landing part. It has like a landing burn and it has to go through the Earth's atmosphere, which causes some like re-entry heating. And it does a little burn. Like it's able to withstand some of that, but it does a little bit of a burn to like kind of create itself a nice little like safety guard thing, more or less. It does a little burn to like kind of burn it to like keep that like kind of give itself a nice like protection almost. Um so it's reached apogee now, apoapsis. Some people might know it as. and it's the first stage has reached apogee and is beginning ascent now. And it looks like they have a few different views for the thing, the engine there. And you know, I'm not exactly sure where the sun is right now for them, but it looks like it's brightening up. But that might be the exhaust or something. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, there's the sun glinting off the atmosphere there. And that should be dragon separation right there. Yeah, see? There's the sun glinting off the atmosphere. It's pretty cool. See all that? The blue and the white, kind of? That's the Earth's atmosphere. And that's the sun kind of glinting off of it, more or less. So the sun's like right over there. Um, we got the we got call out that the dragon's trajectory is nominal. The dragon is the capsule. The Falcon 9's the first stage and second stage kind of mixed together, but mostly the Falcon 9's like the first stage slash second stage-ish. You saw those grid fins move if you were watching. Really, there's the burn. That's kind of keeping it safe to some extent. The burn lasts about like 30 seconds, 29 seconds is what they said. They just gotta do their burn into the atmosphere and then, oh, entry burn complete. They're below 35 kilometers right now. Yep, it's gonna land on the drone ship. Not sure which one. It's either Of Course I Still Love You or read the instructions. Just read the instructions. Those are the two drone ships, and as you can see, there's clouds. There's some clouds, and there's the sun. Yeah, it's like I mean, it's not quite coming up where I am yet. Few seconds till stage 2 cut off. So, oh, stage 1 went down. They had to shut it off. I'm assuming. And there we go, shutdown of engine. And yeah, there's their trajectory right now. Now the launch escape system is disarmed. And they've had a nominal orbit insertion. And oh, I don't know. Second stage. And here we go. We're on the drone ship right now. Oh boy. Of course I still love you. Loss of signal. I'm gonna guess it landed. No, not yet. Oh. There's the onboard camera. Yeah. Yep, there we go. It landed. It's on the drone ship. There's the landing legs if you look closely. So now the Dragon is in orbit. So for the next like 2 minutes, they're going to be in a coast phase, sounds like. Oh, there's a view from, like, there's the trunk, or it's like a view from the trunk, which is the little thing with the fins on it, and we can go back here. Um, let's bring that back just quick real. I want to see. There's one thing I want to point out on about the liftoff here. Um, wait. Okay, go back, go back. Okay, here we go. Now, the one thing I want to show you is you're gonna see those poles. See where my mouse is, kind of? Um, those are gonna start throwing something. You'll see it here. They kind of start 15 seconds. Call it, I don't know. And there. See all that? What that is water to like keep the launch, like kind of keep stuff from the launch pad, like the launch pad in one piece. That's how much thrust there is. So all of that is basically just to keep the launch pad in one piece. So it's pretty crazy, but yeah. Now, now we'll skip back ahead to live, and there's the crew. We have a view from the crew, and oh, separation. There, see those fins? That's the trunk. So they don't really have anything in the trunk right now. And little thing that flew across the screen, that's fine. There we go, separation. We got quite a bit of celebration. Quite a bit of celebration from SpaceX and NASA, which is that's normal. I would be happy too because getting the orbit and then separating, and that means that they're continuing their mission. So, let's see here. I am going to bring up a picture really quick. Let's see. Falcon 9 first stage. Um, okay, there. Go to open visors, which are the little things that they have over their faces right now. Um, I was just gonna see if I could bring up a picture here. Um, uh, where is it? Here. Oh, they're ahead of time, actually. Okay, here. Um, okay, just wait. Shoot. Okay, come on. Oh. Uh, here. This one will work. Just wait. I'm gonna bring up a picture really quick. And there's the view of the screens there. Um, if you look up a picture of like the inside of the shuttle, I don't know if I'm not exactly sure what you'll find, but I'll bring up one here in just a second, and it's pretty crazy, but like compare the two, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. Compare the control panels. Okay, so oh, the zero G indicator, which is something that they've kind of done, which is a penguin. And they basically the past three they've brought up a little stuffed animal. The last one was Baby Yoda, and so they brought up a little stuffed animal with them. So now I'm going to bring up a picture really quick. So this is a person standing next to the rocket. Like it's laid on its side. And they took off the landing legs. They're not on there anymore, and that's what the little white things are. Um so that's like after reentry, they're kind of shipping it back to where they need to get it. And that's a person, a full-grown person standing next to it. So that's pretty crazy. Um, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then I'm going to go shuttle. Okay, here we go. Inside Dragon capsule. Okay, here we go. Here's what I'm going to bring up really quick. So if we go here, boom, and boom. Look at this. So so that's the inside of it. That's all the control panel right there. Here's the control panel from Space Shuttle. Any differences? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if there's any differences, but you know. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. That's how far we've come. And they don't have to put in all the manual commands really, and I think if they did need to, I think they could. I'm almost positive. Um, so I'm just um um launch. What? Come again. Okay. Um. So now they're kind of doing a little bit of talking here. I'm going to bring up a little Kerbal Space Program while they're talking here. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. KSP is gonna show up now while I and while it loads. I guess I could let if you want to look in on to there. I can talk about what's kind of happening a little bit. Um, I downloaded some new mods, so I guess I'll show that. Um, if KSP ever loads. Okay, here we go. It's starting. Load. It's starting to load. It wasn't for a while there. Okay. Let's see here. What was it now? So kind of right now they're talking about like just kind of what's happening, what they're doing. Um, like just kind of talking about like the ISS and everything. Oh, looks like we might have a little bit. Hey. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that would happen after a bit here. Um, I'm using so much. If I don't know if you can hear me right now, but I'm using like so much CPU on my computer, or like not CPU so much, but like I'm using like so much computer power right now that it's like completely glitched my the stream that NASA's pulling. Alright, okay, just wait. Um, Let me see what I can do here really quick. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll talk about kind of what's happening here. Um, so yeah, again, right now what they're doing basically is they're just kind of talking about what they like kind of the Crew Dragon um like the Crew Dragon mission and stuff like that. I don't know if it's working. If you can hear me right now or not. Here we go. Okay. So, okay. So the live stream here for NASA's gonna end here after a while here. Um, I'm gonna X out of it right now so that way I can let my stuff do what it needs to do. Here we go. So NASA's live stream here is gonna be like ending in a little bit. Like you can only stream for like 8 hours on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. And so they're gonna be doing a new live stream here after a while, but on YouTube, but they um here I need to do that real quick. There we go. So yeah, right now I'm just loading KSP. Um, let's see here. We're gonna go. I'm just gonna be ready for the new live stream if NASA ever, well, when NASA pulls it up. Um, and so I'm just gonna bring up, I'm on YouTube right now and I'm just gonna bring up NASA and, and then I'm just gonna kind of leave this here for now. I'll probably reload the page after a while, but, um, but I, I'm just gonna, I know they're gonna bring the new live stream up after who knows how long actually. But they are just going to, but like if you were to watch it on the um if you were to watch it on the um on nasa.org or no um here I'm gonna edit the description of this video really quick. um nasa.gov is what it is, and I'm gonna put the link for nasa.gov in there in the description of this video right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Yep, save. So the link is now in the in the in the description for yeah. I'm just gonna mute, or actually no, I'll do plugs real quick. So, by the way, if you're not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and also drop a like on this video. Check out my other channels, my other channel, which is Cyber Kerbal, the second one, and Cyber Kerbal on Twitch. I haven't quite done anything on Twitch yet. I will at some point. Um, so but yeah, and also, I like I'm not exactly sure. Just wait. And then live chat should be up and working. I would assume. I've done it before. It should work. Pretty much then now, like, so I'm probably gonna get a little bit of that for a bit here. Hello. There we have Duna in the background. I'm gonna minimize KSP real quick. Um, if you here, what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm just gonna go to oh gosh, what is it called? It's called oh, okay, here, KSP loaded now. So I will resume my game really quick, and there we go. Okay, I am just posting the link for my second channel in the description really quick. I was up at 4 this morning, and I have school today, so that's great, what should I do? Um, Anyone have any ideas in the chat? Tell me. You guys can vote on what I'm gonna do, because I have nothing to do. So, yeah, I could, um, I guess I could do my mod. Um, okay, let's see. I guess I will make a rover really quick. How about that? How does that sound? We'll use the MK2 because I'm gonna be using. Or no, actually, I'm not gonna use that one. What we're gonna do is we need to go find the rove mate. So this is part of a new mod that I downloaded, and I'm gonna use the rove mate extra large. This is like a rover mod. If you just like go into if you go into if you just go into the name of the CurseForge, and then just you can download this mod. Um, I'm gonna put on some wheels. We need some wheels on it. I'm gonna mirror those wheels actually, and shoot, come on. Okay. And now we have the wheels on there, but now the one thing that I know that I need to do is I need to rotate these down. I need to rotate them 90 degrees. Math. And then I'm gonna place one, shoot, no, I want one more pair of them right here. If you're wondering how I'm copying them like that without having to click back over and stuff, that's just if you press shift. No, okay, let's use this one then. So pretty much, like, let's say I put this fuel tank on there, you know, and I wanted two more fuel tanks. Then what I could do is if I press shift on the left side of your keyboard, and then click it, or no, it doesn't always work. It always seems like whenever I try to show people about it, it doesn't work. So, um, okay. Now it's time to finish building this rover. We're gonna go down to rovers here. And we have the Lynx attachable thruster. Why not? We will put, actually, well, if I switch editor really quick, just wait. I want to, like, there's some different engines that this mod adds. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna go, Balot. Okay, here we go. Now we will attach, well, four of these. You know what? Never mind. We'll go back here to the spaceplane hangar. Attach four of these. Shoot, no. Okay, come on. Place. And let's flip those around. Hello. Okay, there we go. Now let's check our center of thrust. I just want to make sure that it's same as the center of mass. Yep, that should be good then. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go get some water, and I'm just gonna take a quick little break. Um, but before I do that, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go take just a quick little break. I'll be like right back in like maybe a minute, may probably less. So yeah, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just had to go blow my nose really quick. Like, yeah. So I'm just gonna go set up an action group, maybe if it works. I'm not sure if it will. But to deploy these, toggle deploy. There we go. Okay. And I need to do it on both sides. Toggle deploy. And then we need to go back to build. And there's this certain thing, you know, about yeah, this is a boat engine now. Look at that. Boat engine for your rover. When you accidentally uh landed in water. Wow, look at that. That would have been nice to have when I landed my rover in the water. Um, but now the thing is with these, is they need fuel. um, so I'm just gonna put not sure what that is, but fuel tank on there. Maybe it attaches. No, okay. We're gonna put on this a fuel tank, but we're gonna use this fuel tank right there. No, we only need one of them. Shoot, okay. Let's use like these. Shoot, come on. Hello. And then to balance out the weight. No, oh, come on. Oh, okay. Just trying to get these the right way. Let's put that on its side like that, and I know that I had it for a second there. There we go. One, okay, and two, two. There we go. Now we need to run some fuel lines, some external fuel ducts. I'm just to make sure that the fuel is actually gonna flow to them. Oh shoot, no, come on. And then I'm just gonna test it, you know. Then I just grabbed a new one. I don't know why. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't know. And now we just need to wait for it to load. I'm gonna just go make sure that, just gonna check out NASA really quick just to, you know, make sure. Looks like they ended their other live stream now. And I'm just gonna see, okay. Okay. They are just talking, like right now, they are just talking about, well, SpaceX has a live stream and that they just called it Coast because they're in their coast phase right now. So, here we go. I'm gonna turn on the brakes real quick and we're gonna warp to sunrise real quick. So that way you guys can actually see. Okay, there, that should be good. Good, we still have fuel. Let's deploy those engines there. Look at that. Beautiful. And just gotta slowly lift off. Ah. And then, we'll probably turn on our RCS and then go retrograde. Hello? Oh, I'm terrible with flying rovers. Okay, but, how about we create a boat? How does that sound? Oh, okay. Spaceplane hangar. Just wiped out Tomato Town. Okay. New. I'm gonna make a boat. Nice boat out of these rovers. Put in this cockpit. Perfecto. Crew cabin. Crew cabin. Fuel, fuel, fuel. I mean, I know that we need at some point, but okay. Okay. I'm just making a boat now. For anyone wondering, I am going to make a boat. I don't know why I don't really have anything else to do. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna make a boat because, like I said, I don't have anything else to do. There we go. Now we just need to copy these all the way to right there. We're gonna need to put in like a fuel tank really quick. So yeah, fuel tank. Yeah, here we go. A rear fuel tank. That's perfect, actually. It's exactly what we needed. It's exactly what we. I feel like we should put on more boat engines. Sadly, there's no more room for them because we need wheels. Um, let's get to ground and let's put on the Rove Max. We're gonna need to turn it. Nope, wrong way. Again, wrong way. There we go. Gonna need to turn it and then copy it. Come on. Okay, now, just wait, I want to just check the center of weight really quick. Okay, good. Now we will launch this thing. Let's see, I just clicked on. So, okay, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about what they are going to be doing with the Dragon capsule now for the rest of the day, more or less, until docking. I'm not exactly sure what other streams I'm going to be doing. It all depends on when it all happens. Because I do have school today. So, yeah. I have time before school, but yeah. So pretty much what's going to be happening more or less here, or actually, I need to replay it real quick, but is they're going to go through some coast phases, like a few coast phases, and then they have some like RCS more or less on the on the capsule and stuff, and on the capsule and stuff, and basically that's going to be used. They're going to use that for they're going to be using those RCS to do like some burns more or less. And so throughout the day now, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing some burns to reach um the like the capsule is the right word for it, I think. No, the ISS. Let me think. I need to think. um and so that's what they're going to be doing more or less today. Um there's going to be um uh, so there's going to be like like they're just gonna kind of be just kind of doing like just going through those coast phases and shoot, okay, I know it. I'm gonna go launch this somewhere else actually. Shoot, no. Okay, I'm just gonna talk here for a little bit. So they're gonna be using like some RCS. They don't really have any engines on the Dragon capsule. So they're going to be using RCS to do some burns. And so those RCS are just kind of and they're slowly gonna raise their orbit until they have a orbit, until they kind of have, until they can intercept more or less with the ISS. They're not gonna run into the ISS. They're not gonna do that. That's not the whole point of this. Um, but it's going to like kind of slowly make its way. It's gonna kind of like slowly make its way to the ISS. Um, and then after that, it's gonna line up with the docking port it needs to, and then it's gonna kind of start moving toward there. And and our and so our like the way that it's gonna end up being is like NASA's or like so the way that this works, like docking, is it's going to um like when it goes to dock, it's going to have a safe zone more or less, like a keep out zone more or less. Um and they need to stay out of that zone. And there's like a few different phases of it. Um and so like the keep out zone would be like they're gonna like basically don't like they just have to like run tests and make sure everything is like ready and set up to dock. So then shoot no flipped. Okay. Um and so then they have to like just make sure that everything is like set up and ready to um ready to kind of dock because otherwise, something bad could happen. Um so so then they're just going to kind of like they're just gonna like kind of they're gonna do that there, and then once they reach that keep out zone more or less, they are going to run their tests and then like whatever or do whatever they have to do to get in, um get clearance more or less. And then okay, I'm just gonna slow down here. I don't wanna die. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, okay, that worked. Okay. To get more or less clearance to get in. And then after that, then they're going to um slowly move forward using the RCS and get lined up and they're gonna go, well, dock. I guess that's about as simple as it gets. Then they're gonna go dock um and then they're gonna have to do some more tests and then run and then like pressurize it, I believe. They like pressurize it, like what I mean by that is so they're going to have um like they're going like they could have a more like a different pressure on the Dragon capsule than what they have in the ISS. So they need to make sure that the pressure is all the same, and then they need to run some more tests, and they kind of just sitting there for quite a while. Um, and then after they are all finished, and then after they like run all their tests, then they can get out. Um, they're probably gonna have some um a little bit later. They're probably gonna have a little bit of like views from the Dragon capsule. After a while, they need to give the crew some time to just kind of, like get out of their seats and kind of like they're gonna get out of their seats and like look out the window and all that stuff. They're probably gonna, you know, do the stuff that they would do. Wow, this rover takes a while to drive. And so, like, I guess they're going to have to, like, give the crew some time to just kind of get used to being in space for a while. Um, so yeah, now I guess I'll just drive the rover. Got the headlight. There's the man. We got Simon. And that must be Minimus. Or like another satellite or something. I don't know. Looks cool. I I honestly don't know how well I'm gonna do it since I have school today. I don't know how well I'm gonna do in school today. Luckily, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any tests, so that's good. Because otherwise, shoot, I'd probably fail because I'm tired. Got to bed at like 9 and then woke up at 4. So that was great. And I set an alarm. Set an alarm for 4 in case I was asleep. I didn't even use the alarm. I just kind of like I was awake. I was awake for a lot of the night. I was very excited, and like I woke up at 2, or no, I woke up at like 1:30. I went to sleep at like 2:20ish or something like that, and then I woke up at like 3:49ish or something, and then I didn't go back to sleep. Like cause like, or like I woke up and I looked at the time and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's close enough. So I just got in, shut off my alarm, and then called it good. Um, but yeah, I will try as much as I can to bring updates throughout the day about how the mission's going. So stay tuned for any mission updates. I'll try my best. There's no promises. If you want to watch the full thing, go to nasa.com, which oh my gosh, nasa.com. Am I crazy? nasa.gov, which is in the description, or Spacex. I didn't put that one in the description. I didn't think about that yet. And so, go to those places and like go to those places and you can watch like live coverage of the full thing. Um, or YouTube, there's gonna be other people and mostly NASA and SpaceX on YouTube. Look that up on YouTube and you can find that. Because again, I have school, so I can't like be like, oh, it's the middle of math class and they're going for a burn and they're gonna do a burn. I guess I'll just stop doing whatever I'm doing because I can't do that. So I'll try my best. But again, that I can't bring everything that's gonna happen. So I highly recommend NASA. Um, if you would like to see some different coverage than mine, I would definitely highly recommend like if you want to watch. Um, but yeah, like NASA, SpaceX. Another my favorite YouTuber who definitely got me started, or definitely which definitely helped me like actually realize that I liked space so much would be Everyday Astronaut. So look that up in YouTube too. He has some amazing videos, and they um he talks about like um how he talks about like different space concepts um like why doesn't or which one's better, a regular rocket engine or an aerospike engine? Some of them are long, but I've watched like almost every single one, and so that's like my favorite YouTuber. Um, and so yeah, just I would highly recommend checking him out on YouTube. Um, so yeah, um, we're almost to the water. Finally, took forever. We got a huge rover here, and we got Jeb and Bill. Jeb and Bill. Jeb. I don't know why I kept saying that. I just did. How far away are we from the water? Um, but yeah. And then now we're just gonna kinda coast to the water for a while here. Guess I can speed up time a little bit here. I'm just worried that this thing's gonna like flip over. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the brakes and quick save really quick because we're really close. Come on. Okay, here we go. Go. I'm holding. Oh, I was holding F6. There we go. Quick save. Right there. Take off the brakes and let's move. Shoot, no. I wanted to take off the brakes. Come on. Any day now. Okay, let's go. Um. Oh gosh, why? The water is so close, but we're just moving so slow. Okay, I sped up time. Just gonna speed up time. Okay. Um. Hmm. I'm thinking. Honestly, on Sunday that's usually when I upload my videos, so watch for videos on Sundays. Um, and just watch throughout the week. I like especially on my other channel, I upload stuff like throughout the week sometimes. It really all depends on the week what I get done. Um, but this week I've been behind on my video. Like yesterday, I literally just started from scratch on the video. Um, because I didn't I was like, wow, it looks like a bucking bronco right now. Because like each time I, each time I tried to do what I was gonna do, it failed, and I couldn't ever figure out how to do it until then I just realized, oh, I'll just make these separate. So yeah, gosh, I'm probably like spoiling the video. But no, but I haven't done any commentary yet, and all I have is like a like a 15-minute part. So I have to do all that tomorrow. Like I have to finish it, edit it, commentary, edit, publish. In one day. And now I'm just gonna put on the brakes here because I don't want to like die. I don't want to flip over because it took forever to get here. Um, okay, come on. Let's not actually flip over though. Either. I wonder how those engines are gonna work in the water. That's my major question. They're like they're like rowboats, which is gonna be kind of cool. Because then I can actually create a boat. Slow down, Rover, please. Shoot, nope, we're gonna flip, I feel like. Nope, we're not going to. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're just slowly making our way toward the water. Just giving me the perfect chance to talk. I'm going for 1 minute, 45 minutes. 1 minute. Oh my gosh. I literally just said we've been going for 1 minute, 45 seconds. This is what getting up early does to you kids. I am a kid, so, well, to some extent. Um, Gosh. Not like an adult. But yeah, you know. Gosh, we're just so close to the water. And now I couldn't think, and that's why I said that we've been going for 1 minute 45 seconds. We've been going for 1 hour 46 minutes right now. 40 seconds-ish. I don't know. Do you know how, like, you always try to tell someone, like, well, not like what time it is. You know how, like, you always try to tell someone, like, gosh, I feel like we're just gonna impact the water, like, really hard right now. You know how, like, you always try to tell someone, like, oh, yeah, it's gonna take you, or no, not it's gonna take you, but it's, it's going to be, or in, like, this much time, and then by the time you say that, what time, or how much time, it's already the next time, like, the next second. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. Okay, we've started our other engines. Front wheels came off the ground. Let's see here. Let's deploy. And then let's deploy this one. And then let's deploy this one. And then let's just go check that the other side's deployed as well. Yep, they're deployed. Let's go. Maybe. Wait. Oh my gosh. These things are these things are awesome. Oh, I realized what I did wrong, by the way. Well, shoot. Don't worry, Bill's an engineer. He can handle it. Okay. Press I, my Bill. Hello, Bill. Shoot. Okay. Well, he can't use that gravity, but he can use this gravity. He can hack gravity. Let's bring that down to 1. There, he should be able to do it now. Hey, he can do it. Look at that. He can do it. Did he do it for the other one too? No. Shoot. Okay. Guess he's gonna have to do that too. Bill, we might leave you behind. I hope that's okay. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. This is perfect. I thought that they were supposed to be like be paddles, but they're not. So, yeah. They're motors. That's what it said. Okay, there we go. Now he can get back in and he can use his motors to move. Maybe. Let's go. Oh, wait, we should probably stop hacking gravity. No. They actually started reset gravity. Stop hacking gravity. Okay, let's go. Yeehaw. I'm gonna disable aerodynamic forces. Yeehaw, everybody. We're Gosh, wow, that worked well. This is working really well. I mean, we're moving 14 meters a second. That's pretty fast. Now we're turning, I hope, maybe. And maybe we can go down so that way we could be a submarine. Look at this, we're a submarine. Jeb and Bill in a submarine world. Oh shoot, no wait. I, I thought we were a submarine, but never mind. I'll check in again with the SpaceX live stream real quick, just to check in. Oh, okay. Um, well, let me bring that over there really quick. Let's full screen that real quick. Looks like we're getting views from the ISS here. Um, not much, but looks like maybe they're getting some cargo out. I can't tell. Let me see. It seems like maybe they were getting some, just like readying something. I don't know. Honestly. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Our watercraft is succeeding in every way possible by going back to land. Wait a second. I'm turning. What? What? Turn. Well, these engines work well. Gee, I kind of like these. Yeehaw. Then we're just gonna flip upside down. You know, no worries. Well, well, there we go. I guess we'll revert flight back to the vehicle assembly building. Because why not? And now we need something else to do. Anyone, any ideas? Any ideas? Okay. Um, I guess what I'll do is I'll click new and let's see here. How about I show you this thing that I built? I think it's pretty cool. No. Where is it now? This is perfect actually. This is like the hardest I worked on it. Yeah, that's okay. Let's load. Okay. I don't care. Here we go. Look at this. We're magical. Okay. The only thing is that the one thing that we must do is maybe it's not quite exactly. Okay, we're gonna reroute that. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna place and we're gonna take this thing off. As well as the dragon heat shield. Perfect, right? And what we must do now is we need to go to payload. And this is part of the Kerbal Reusability expansion pack, so well, yeah, it should be anyway. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So we can do that. We can go back to payload where it just was. Trunk. That on there. Shoot, what? No, come back here, Dragon Heat Shield. We're gonna just get that real quick. There we go. We need to set that right on top of there. Hello, Heat Shield. Okay, there we go. Okay. Then, now we're good. Okay. The one thing that I would put in here would be RCS fuel. So we'll get some of that. We'll get one of these, right? I think. Oh, come back. And we'll put 2 of those on there. They kind of show through, but that's okay. And then I guess what we have to do here be well, we have to take something. We need to move this up a little bit. So let's take this thing and let's put that right over there for now. And as well as this, we're gonna move that right over there. Then okay, then what we need to do is we need to well, then we need to no, need to do that. Gosh, why? Oh, actually, you know what? Just dawned on me. We don't need to do that. What we need to do is this. We need to take this. We need to move it. We just need to move it one more up. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna place it there and then offset it. I learned that if you press shift to offset it, it lets you offset it to like wherever you want to on the whole thing. So definitely try that sometime if you're ever playing. Or no, then yeah, that is what we needed to do. This comes like that. We go back here and come on. Come on. Seriously? Yeah, I'll just offset it. Sometimes structural panels can be frustrating. Let's get this one. Nope. Let's get this one. There we go. No. Oh, okay. I was pressing the right one, but okay. Then we need to put. Come again? What just happened? Seriously? Okay. I guess we'll just get one of these. Okay. Yeah, it is the right shift that you press. I'm almost positive. To copy a part, it's right shift. There we go. Okay. There, it's done. Finally, maybe. Let's see. We gotta move. Gotta take this thing. We have to go. Have to move it up just a little bit. There, that's perfect. Okay. And now I'm just gonna click save. Save. Okay. Then I will. Then we need to go to our crew because there's a certain thing that you have to do. You have to put all your pilot, your engineer, whoever you put into the external command seat. And actually, there is the one thing. There we go. The one thing that I do need is I need to get rid of that. I tried it once, it didn't work. We need to go back to utility. We need to put on some parachutes. Come again? No, we want these all the way up at the very top. Parachute. And boom. Nope, come on. Boom and boom. I'm only going to put 3 parachutes on there. And then for the very top, got to go coupling and aerodynamic docking port. Okay, then we need to go to aerodynamics. Go to the very bottom. I think it's at the very bottom anyway. I'm not for sure. Let's just search trunk. Here we go. Trunk fin. We need 4 of these. There we go. And, oh, yes, the one thing that I almost forgot. Okay. We need to move this real quick. Because we need to go down here and... Wait, is it down here? Where is it again? I know it's somewhere. It's up at the top. I'm pretty sure, actually. Here we go. Put the Dragon fuel tank on there. And why would we put that on there, you ask? And I will tell you why. Because we need to put our Super Draco engines on. So now when we go to launch, it loads forever. Okay, just checking a little bit here. Spacex live stream currently, I'm just checking. Okay. Here, let me bring this up real quick. Here we have a little, what seems to be a little bit of um, a view. Oh, so that's what that is. That thing is a bedroom. That little thing is a bedroom. So that's what that was then. So that's what he was cleaning out then. That was a new bedroom. So here we are. Now we will get the Kerbals that we need. We need to here's what we need to do. This is where it gets a little confusing. We need to go here, let's aim camera here. There we go. Okay, that's better. And we will get Jeb to leave his seat and walk up the platform. If he can make it there, he can. Pretty sure he can actually. So shoot. If I press F, can he climb it? No. Okay, he can't. So he's just gonna fall down. No, we're gonna get him up there. Don't worry. We can. We can get him up there. I know we can. We are going to do again that we're gonna have gravity again. Okay. Now when he jumps, he should go farther. Shoot. Jump. RCS. Go. Go, Jeb. It's like, dude, shoot. He hits his head and he knocks himself out. Okay, well, let's bring it down to 0.32 gravity. Okay. Jump. Oh, okay, fine. Fly. No? Okay. Again, shift F12. We're just gonna bring gravity all the way down there. And fly. Jeb, fly. Come on. I know that you can. Grab it. Okay. That really did not work at all. Forward. I forgot to account for the fact that, yeah. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Then we need to get Bill and Bob on, in which we need to get them on. Come on. Leave seat. I don't know why I called it Falcon 9123. I just did. I'm not great at naming things, so yeah. Like I'll just take stuff and be like, and I'll just be like I'm terrible at naming stuff. So shoot, come on. Oh, okay. Um, but like I'm really bad at naming stuff, so like I'll just be like if I have like to create a save file, then what I'll do is I'll just be like, okay, so like if I'm like watching a video at that time, or I'll just name it like okay or something. I don't know, because I'm terrible at naming stuff. So now we will get everything ready for prep for lunch. We will get the arms in like that. Now the only thing I might not be able to do is land. I could maybe set MacJeb up to it and then just see what MacJeb does. So then I'm just gonna work to sunrise here. There we go. And then we need to open up this so it goes, or no, actually no, leave that there, leave that there, leave that there. Watch, watch this. Okay. One of my favorite parts is this. So first we gotta go. Don't worry about the fact that it just cut right through it. You know, that's fine. And then we get that all the way back. This one all the way back. And then we have to take all these back. That one. And then that one. And that one. And 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff of the Falcon 9. Shoot. Just wait 1 second. Okay. I just realized the Super Draco engine's turned on, so yeah. Just waiting for it to load again. Okay, just sounds like they just did a sounds like they just did a sounds like they just did a little bit of a switch over. Shift switch over. Um flight director shift, so because like not everyone can, stay there the whole time. Shoot, that means I have to get them all back on, doesn't it? Okay. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna put them in there to begin with. But okay. Right now, it seems as if they're in a boost burn. Maybe. Oh no. Never mind. Okay. Um, let me just put these guys in there. Glitched.
This time, just 2.5 kilometers below.
Then we'll get into the approach initiation and final stages of Dragon's rendezvous with the space station. This is also when we start integrated operations between the Dragon control team here in Hawthorne and the space station controls in Michigan, Houston. The teams will transition to integrated operations roughly 45 minutes prior to approach initiation.
So yeah, that's kind of what's happening. They are doing. They're not on these. The ones that are lit up. They're just kind of going through what it is currently. So yeah. And here we go, just loading KSP now. There we go. Um, okay. Now we will do this real quick. We'll swing that out. And then 3, 2, 1. Wait, I probably should have done this real quick. Let's warp to sunrise for navigation. And in 3. Here, let me, I want to just. Oh, no. 2. Aim camera 5. 3, 2, 1. Go. Just wait. And whatever. Shoot. No, not again. Well, there we go. There, folks, is a fine example of separation. Gosh. Vehicle assembly building. Again. Again! I saw that on a video once. It was funny. Um. Shoot, no. Okay, never mind. Oh, no. Just wait. If it's connecting, I'm not sure. Okay. We need to rearrange some staging really quick. All those can go, but then boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's what we need to fix here. Okay, we have this, which needs to be up here. Where the heck are those Super Dracos? Super Draco, okay. Those need to be up with... Oh, come on back. Those need to be right there, and then we can put them above the parachutes. And then this one needs to be in its own stage. And then that. Oh, okay. And then this needs to be right there. Oh, shoot, no, come on. This needs to go here. No. So then it'll do those, that, 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 and then parachutes, Super Dracos. One other thing that I guess maybe we might want is to put on, the RCS block. Hello. Why can't I click? I can click on that. Okay, you know what? We're not gonna use the RCS block. Okay. Now we're just gotta load it here. Teeny tiny. Sometimes, for me, KSP takes forever to load. Sometimes it doesn't. It just kind of all depends. So yeah. Here we go. Now we're getting it. Somewhat. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna, work to sunrise here. And then I'm gonna click on this because we need to bring this back here. Oh, yeah, it needs to stop time warping. Then Shift F12 to reset gravity, so it's at 1. Then stop hacking gravity. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Go. And there we go. Liftoff. It's so loud for me right now, honestly. Here we go. Bob looks worried. Bob. Ah! Jeb, Bill and Bob look a little worried, and Jeb looks like he's enjoying himself very much. He looks like he looks like I don't know. Them now they look happy. I throttled down because we don't need all our TWR. We have a decently high TWR, I believe. I didn't check it. I probably should have. It's fine. Shoot, nope. Okay, here we go. There we go for an overheat. That's great. At this point in real life, they would have aborted. At this point in Kerbal, we keep going. Um, yeah, that's just how it works. Then I'm just gonna keep going. Um, I'm going to get rid of everything that I have over here. I'm just gonna hide it all. So that way I don't have a whole bunch of things taking up my orbit. And then I want to go pretty much sideways. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. And now McJeb, it's up to you, my dude. We're gonna go landing guidance, land somewhere, and then stage it away later. And then we're gonna start that engine. SAS, go. Bye-bye. It's just sitting there. You know, one thing that we should probably do is aim ourselves up just a little bit. We're not quite out of the atmosphere, so that means that we can just kind of warp a little bit. Hello? Oh, okay. I must have pressed X or something like that. There we go. Are we out of the atmosphere yet? That's the real question. Okay, there we go. So that's gone, so we can stage that away now. And there it goes. I want to see. Nope, no nearby ones. Okay, sounds good. Let's go to probes maybe. Oh, that one went. It did not land. Well, that's fine, you know. We'll warp to Apoapsis, and we don't exactly, I guess, have RCS. We have these RCS, but those don't really do us any good currently. So we're gonna warp to Apoapsis, and then these Super Draco engines are gonna really come into play. We're gonna use them to go retrograde, which is backward in space, pretty much. Um, wow, this is the longest live stream I've ever done. 2 hours, 22 minutes. That time I got it right. Now, okay, we're still warping ×4. And now let's do it. Okay, here we go. But yeah, we need a point retrograde. And then, yeah. Oh, looks like it glitched a little bit there. Yeah, okay. Now that we're here, we're gonna go retrograde, which we're pretty close to actually. And actually, we could go prograde then. Let's do it. We're gonna go prograde here. Yeah, it turns out that we can go forward. I think that there's some RCS on the Super Dracos that allow us to. And so now we'll just be here for a while. Maybe, well, not for a while, but we'll just be here for just a little bit. We need to get our 100 and we're at 60. Okay. It's fine. What we could do a little bit here is if we take these down to right there. Shoot. Come again. Okay then. Okay. Here we go. We can now go prograde. And let's create a quick save. So that way we don't lose our Kerbonauts in space. There we go. There we go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now we're just gonna just spin, you know. No, we need to stabilize. Okay, so now we'll use stability assist and Jeb, you're going for EVA. Cause what Kerbal Space Program? Well, I mean, this isn't exactly a Kerbal Space Program stream. It wasn't the whole point of the stream, but okay. But what kind of Kerbal Space Program gameplay would it be if we didn't? Oh my gosh. I can't speak anymore. We are going to open that shield really quick. That's what it will do. It opens its shield to like expose some navigation on it. I know that. And this rocket is actually the thing that you saw at the beginning, which is this one right here. That guy. Yeah, it's like the same rocket, just without, just a little different. So yeah. Then here, got Jeb, you know, looks like that docking. He's just out on his EVA, you know, doing as Kerbals do. Um, then oh, he hit it kind of hard there. He hit it kind of hard there, and then now we can slowly, and now we can grab on and board. There we go. Then we need to point retrograde. Let's go like right here. Or no. No, we're gonna go like right here. Right here. We're gonna warp to our apoapsis, even though that's like the least efficient spot to do a. Actually, no, it is. It's the most efficient spot to do a retrograde burn, actually. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. And now we can close up the shield. Slowly, you know, it has to bring that in. Close that shield. And now this didn't work out quite right. So that's just gonna stay there while we time warp down a little bit. You know, I just want to make sure that my apoapsis or apogee as some people might call it. But yeah, usually I would use RCS to move it to move. We're gonna start here, going through the atmosphere after just a bit. I'm gonna time warp because it makes it go a lot faster. And there's the sun disappearing behind Kerbin. As we slowly move. There we go. There we go. We hit atmosphere reentry now. Ooh, we're heating up. This thing is not overheated yet, surprisingly. I wanted it to, but I guess it won't. Maybe it will. I don't know. It's questionable, but I doubt it will. We might be flipping around here. Or we might actually land in water even after I tried not to. Oh, we're not going to. We passed it by. And 3, 2, 1, take the chutes. Watch what McJeb will do. If we put McJeb on landing guidance, we say land somewhere. It'll slowly, oh, but surely do the job. There. Then it starts up those to slow it down really well. And as long as those are started up, well, we might not be able to do it, but um it'll just use those, and we got like 100 RCS on there right now. That's crazy. Um, and then I'm just gonna start time warping down some more so that way we actually land on the ground sometime today. And we're gonna have touchdown in about 3, 2, 1, 1.5, one and oh gosh, when we have touchdown, that's when we're gonna have touchdown. Um, Touchdown speed is set at 0.5 meters a second, so it's probably gonna use those Super Dracos again and try to land it. But pretty much so SpaceX, well, like SpaceX is a more or less a version of Mech Jeb to some extent. Well, no, not really. How do I put this? So it's like SpaceX uses like their Dragon capsule, that rocket. I'm just cutting all these parachutes here so that way, you know, can land like it was made to land, son. And 3, 2, 1, touchdown. There, touchdown. And now we'll recover this rocket. Well, so SpaceX, basically, their Dragon capsule, they will bring it, they will bring it, they bring it slowly, or, no, once they get up there, like, for the last one, I know they did it. I don't know about this one, but for the last one, I know that they did it. They, basically, it's all automated, more or less. And so it kind of, instead of like having someone have to control it, and so it's pretty much like all automated, and it just, so it's like they don't use, and so yeah, it's like autopilot pretty much. They put it into autopilot, and that's what it does. But yeah, so I'm gonna quit KSP real quick. Um, and then I'm gonna bring up YouTube again, and we will check post-launch news update from, or no, we're gonna watch the SpaceX one. That's the one that I want to watch here. Here we go. Coast. So, here is what they're currently doing, browser. And we need to go, boom. There we go.
The cabin temperature being just the thermostat, really.
And I'm gonna leave you with that. I have to go now, eat some breakfast, and yeah, this is my longest stream. I'm hoping to maybe do more. But yeah, thanks for watching and sticking around this long. Bye.
Or when able, please access the floater cam, and you can expect some cabin lights to be slightly adjusted. Copy.
Okay, we got the floater cam out and have the cabin light as well if you want to give us some adjustments.
Okay, we copy. Additionally, looking for 012, specifically suit fan status.
Okay, good reminder, all the suits are dried out now, and the
Oh,
suit fan
here we have a little bit of inside view. So yeah, I'll leave you with this shot for now. It'll probably end here in just a little bit, my stream. So yeah, thanks for watching though, and sorry if the audio's clipping. I'm trying to figure that out still. Again, first stream, well, long stream, Yeah, I don't know. Just yeah, thanks for watching.
All right, so we have a real treat for you coming up here very shortly.
Treat.
We're going to hear directly from the crew on board Crew Dragon. Some of the procedures you just heard there was to get the floater cam ready. This is a camera that's connected to a live feed, providing views down here to the ground, and we'll be able to share that with you here shortly.
I am so excited to see that. It was really cool to see the crew getting ready for this broadcast event coming up here to talk to all of you, the viewers watching right now. And we did get a little word what we think the indicator, the zero-G indicator is, but let's see if we can spot it in the broadcast.
It was super hard to see up on the scent. I was like squinting, trying to find it.
I know.
But I'm sure that'll be part of the tour. Another thing you heard from the tour on the ground was to adjust the lighting, making sure we can see each of the astronauts as they make their way around. There's only be a couple of short minutes. I'll provide comments about maybe the experience on the liftoff on the Falcon 9. Each of these astronauts, this is their first time riding a Falcon 9, but they're not the first astronauts to do so. They may have had some hints from some of the former crew members. In fact, I'm sure Megan MacArthur got a really good briefing from her husband, Bob Lincoln, who flew on a Falcon 9 for the first time as part of the first crew to do so for Demo 2.
It's really cool to hear all four of these crew members have actually flown before. So it's really cool to hear their comparison to their previous flights and then to Crew Dragon. So hopefully they'll tell us a little bit about that as well.
That's right. Some of them fly multiple vehicles. Thomas Pesquet only flew the Russian Soyuz, and Megan MacArthur flew the shuttle. But Shane Kimbrough and Aki Yoshide both flew both shuttle and Soyuz. This is their third rocket delivered them to space.
Getting to fly on all of them, huh? So again, if you're just now joining us, we do have a live broadcast on board Crew Dragon with the Crew 2 crew coming up here shortly. They are currently getting ready for that broadcast, getting set up, getting the floater camera ready, lights ready. So stay tuned. This should be pretty exciting. I personally can't wait to hear from the crew.
Now we'll be here and waiting eagerly, really, for that event. Some of the views from the inside and some comments from the four crew members. Now that they're past the operational phase, they'll be able to provide a little bit more comments on it. In the meantime, we've been loving some of your questions that have been coming in using the hashtag LaunchAmerica. We have one more. Maybe we need to squeeze this one in. This one comes from Wolverine Mom, who's asking, "How is there coffee available on the International Space Station?" I know I would be asking the same question if I was on board. The answer is yes. It is instant coffee. So there's a couple of drink pouches that they have for different options. Coffee is one of them. They also have tea. I know they have lemonade. They have a couple of different options to just sort of mix it up. I think a lot of the astronauts, for the most part, they do water. Unless you're a regular coffee drinker, you can have coffee every morning, but do have that option.
Another one here. What happens if astronauts stay on the International Space Station for long durations?
That's a good question. This mission that Crew 2 is on right now to go to the International Space Station, they're going to stay for 6 months, and that is, by its category, by its definition, a long duration mission. And this has been pretty regular since we've been having expeditions for the space station since November of 2000. So we've been doing this now for more than 20 years. And so some of the things you have to think about, one of the questions astronauts often get is, what's the difference between some of the short duration flights of the shuttle era, you're talking your 1 to 2 weeks, versus the 6-month stay? They say it's like a marathon versus a sprint. For shuttle, they were jam-packed with schedules, and they were doing just spacewalk after spacewalk a lot of the times. This one, you really have to spread it out. They do have very long days, but it's a different mental shift to get through some of those long days and long hours and a variety of different tasks, including experiments, spacewalks, maintenance, what have you. But they also have to work out regularly, and that is a requirement for a long duration mission to maintain that muscle mass and bone density.
Yeah, and that 6-month stay, it's a long duration stay, but it isn't the longest an astronaut has been on the International Space Station? Do you know what the longest amount of days is?
Well, there's been on the Russian space station Mir, there's been crew that have stayed for well over a year. But just recently, we had a one-year mission that was designated as such with Scott Kelly and Mikhail Kornienko. It was part of a study to really test the limits, maybe not so much the limits, but the next step really beyond those 6 months increments to start doing one-year missions. We've seen that a couple of times afterwards, not quite the structure of the one-year mission that Scott Kelly embarked on. There, you also had Christine Cook from NASA and Peggy Whitson. Some of these recent flyers of the International Space Station have said 200, 300 plus, and especially in the case of Christine Cook, really nearing that one-year mark, collecting a lot of good data. Now coming up for station flights later in the next couple of years, there's going to be a protocol, an integrated protocol to start gathering more data, having more astronauts fly for 1 year or more at a time.
Wow, it's pretty incredible. We do have another question here. When does the International Space Station crew members go to sleep? Do they have strict sleeping time, or do they go to sleep when they want? Gary, you almost kind of touched on this, where they have jam-packed schedules. I think that's regardless of even the length of time, right? So they have specific schedules built in where they make sure that they do sleep. What are the schedules like?
That's right. So they try to minimize the shifting of the schedule and get them to bed and up at relatively the same time, unless there's maybe a dynamic operation. Maybe they have to shift, or maybe they have to do a weekend to support the rendezvous and capture of a cargo craft. But really, they have something called a post-sleep period and a pre-sleep period. So after their sleep, they have some time to just sort of do whatever they want, and then they have the same thing at the back end of their workday. They have some time to settle down, to brush their teeth, ready for bed kind of thing. But they do have an 8-hour allotted sleep period. Now, that does not mean that it is a requirement for the astronaut to go to sleep at that time. A lot of them will stay up, maybe a little extra time, 30 minutes, an hour, and just kind of look out the window, because they don't necessarily get that time during the workday. They have very, very jam-packed schedules during the day. But it's not really a hard requirement to get 8 hours of sleep, although there is a lot of benefit to doing so.
Got another question here from 9-year-old future astronaut J-Day. What does an astronaut do for entertainment besides looking out the window? Wow, you just said that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what do they do in that free time? You were mentioning pre and post sleep, and they have the option to kind of do everything. So, what are their options out there?
Well, AJ, you sort of took away the big one, and that is looking out the window. That is a highly sought-after event. They have a cupola window on the International Space Station. It's a 7-bay window that looks right down at the Earth, and you just sort of watch the Earth go by. A lot of the astronauts will spend some time taking photographs of the Earth or 4K imagery. We've seen some of that even recently. I think we posted a video yesterday about some of the more recent 4K footage we have of those Earth views. So they can take some pictures of the outside of the station. They also do some on the inside. But really, it have a lot of the same amenity that you and I would have. So they can call their family on their free time. They can request certain movies to be delivered up to them. They can even, now that the data stream up and down from the International Space Station has been improved, they can get live sporting events if they want to watch, like a Formula One race or like a football game or something. I know Shane Kimbrough, that was one thing he requested quite often during his last flight. He's a big sports fan. I'm sure he'll be doing that again on this flight.
Awesome. They don't miss too much while they're out there.
It's surprising, yeah. It's right. They do have a lot of connection with the ground. Sure, you're 250 miles above and you're in the spacecraft, but there is that constant connection to the ground, and you are close. You see the Earth right there. You can tune in the sports games while you're traveling at 17,000 miles an hour. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you're just now joining us, we are waiting for the live broadcast of the Crew 2 crew on board Dragon. They're currently getting ready for that live broadcast. We're really excited to see the crew on board Dragon live, and get to talk to all of you, the viewers watching. In the meantime, while we are waiting, Gary and I are taking more social questions, so please use the hashtag LaunchAmerica, and we will read your questions and answer them. So we'll go to the next question. Can the crew listen to the music while in space, or do they make a playlist for their trip?
That's a good question. They can listen to music in space. They do have some personal accommodations that they can bring up with them, so whether that's headphones, there is, I don't think it's normal for the astronauts to have music sort of projecting in the workspace. Everybody's sort of often doing their own thing, so you don't want to cause a disturbance to your crewmates, but even in your private quarters, you have the ability to stream music, whatever you want. We did get a little bit of spoilers ahead of time when they were on the ride out to the pad. A lot of the astronauts shared their playlist that they made when they were on that 20-minute ride from the operations and checkout building in Kennedy Space Center to Pad 39A. A lot of songs that, each car had its own set of songs. I forget exactly what they were. I think I remember Enter Sandman from Metallica, and I remember Crazy Train from Ozzy Osbourne. Just like
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and bye.